All right, let's talk still water tactics. Now I'm out here fishing today and I went through 3 different setups until I finally figured out what worked. And be sure to stick to the end of the video because I'm going to give you a key tip that'll help you catch more fish. So let's take a look in my bag. So I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I probably bring way more than I need to, but I make sure that I have the right flies for when I'm still water fishing and I'm getting a cramp in my leg. So the first thing you want to have, and really the best thing for still water, in my opinion, are chironomids. It is one of the most surefire way to catch fish. Have a ton of different chironomids. Chironomids are just lights out when you are fishing still water. Generally fished under an indicator, vary your depth, but make sure you have a chironomid box when you're still water fishing. The next, and almost equally as deadly, and I just caught just a monster fish on one of these. Not bad. I have a box pretty much dedicated to, not the mop flies, ignore those, to these balanced leeches. Balanced leeches can be so effective in still water. These work under indicators and they can work being stripped in. As you saw, that last fish that I casted to, there wasn't anything happening on the indicator, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to tie in a balanced leech, I'm going to strip it in. And next thing you know, I got a 5-pound trout.
Oh, there he is. Oh my God, that's another friggin' big fish. Oh my God. Get in the net, get in the net, get in the net. Oh.
So be sure to have your box of balanced leeches. Next is you want to have a box of larger streamers because you just never know. Typically, I will fish these on a sink tip, and these are some pretty big streamers. There's some sparkle minnows in here, a lot of different variations because I'm going to switch up until I find one that works. So bring your big streamer box because you just never know. Now, typically, this box is for rivers because it's generally nymphs, but these will also work in still water. I have a lot of soft hackle here, which is kind of a swimming nymph. These things can be deadly still water fishing. I've even caught just a standard like river nymph under an indicator. Again, I'm experimenting and trying to figure out, okay, what is gonna work? So bring your river nymph box as well. Next, I never leave home without my dry box. See if I can find it. At least I think I didn't leave home without my dry box. Okay, here it is. So these are kind of some big patterns, but I do have a dry box. I hope that I have my dry box. Do I have my, so there's your lesson. Did I really not bring any dries? Shame on me. So bring a dry box. I can't tell you how many times I've caught fish on top when there wasn't supposed to be any topwater action. You can tell there's a lot of snow around. You're probably not going to catch one on top, but you never know. And if you don't have your dry box, like I don't have my dry box, I left it at home. Don't make that mistake. Don't make the mistake I just did because I've caught so many fish in the winter months by having a dry box with me. So don't leave that at home like I just did. I also forgot my anchor. That's why we're spinning around. So I bring a lot of stuff, as you can see. There's a ton of stuff in this bag. I have a lot of variations. I have another box here just kind of dedicated to, whoa, small streamers and kind of micro leeches and things like that. These can be super effective in still water fishing. Okay, the tip, right? The tip that you want to take home, right, is vary it up a lot, right? I started off with an indicator setup. I had a what was that? A crystal bugger, kind of a crystal leech, crystal minnow. There we go. I can't think of the name of it. What is that fly right there? Sparkle minnow. I had a sparkle minnow and I had a worm, right? That's another thing you want to have when you're still water fishing. San Juan worms can be super effective. A lot of different variations from red to pink, squirmy wormies can all be super effective when still water fishing. But I had that tied on first and I wasn't catching anything. So then I thought, okay, I brought my sink tip with me as well because I want to get down. I know this lake is super deep. I had a great big purple, kind of almost a prawn type of streamer. And then I had a soft hackle behind that. casted at a couple rising fish, nothing. So then I saw these fish milling around. I thought, you know what? Going back, right? I know one of these confidence flies is that Balance Leech. Tied that on and caught 2 monster fish. So there you go. There's your pro fly fishing stillwater tips. Do this and you're going to catch more fish. And don't forget all the other stuff too. Indicators, tippet, and we'll talk about that in another video. In fact, I'll put a video up right here, or is it right here? Let's put 2 videos up right here about stillwater tactics and the things you're going to need in your gear bag when you're out here fly fishing. All right. Till the next time, everybody, fish on.